5, 4, 3, 2.
Tier 1 performance.
Welcome back to the In and Out Talks podcast, guys. Your host, Mitch Matulia. Today's special guest on the In and Out Talks podcast is going to be Ethan Allen. He's a Tier 1 performance sponsored athlete at a junior college. He's ready to get after it this fall. Ethan, welcome to the show, man. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, we got a lot to cover. First and foremost, though, what we always kind of do whenever you hop on the show is kind of introduce yourself, where you're from, and kind of your upbringing and like what led you to this baseball journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first off, I'm from Tarkenton, little town out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, yes, we know. Yeah.
Middle of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
And started playing baseball when I was about 3 years old.
Dang.
Been playing for a long time. But I didn't really get serious about it until middle school, about the time when I met y'all.
Right.
Then I started really getting better, started performing better and all that, learning more. Y'all started teaching me more. Mm-hmm. That's when I really found my love for the game.
100%, dude. And you were kind of a late bloomer, like
Definitely.
getting after it, because you didn't really start playing select baseball until high school, right? Or was it
Probably middle school.
Middle school?
But definitely late bloomer.
Okay. And were you playing any other sports along with baseball growing up, or is
Cross country.
oh?
Some football and then basketball.
But like through the school, or was it through like league ball, or like
Through the school.
Through the school. Okay. And then we remember that back and forth with your mom about getting you to quit cross country, which benefited you.
Definitely.
But so, okay, growing up, what was that like? I mean, did you start playing league ball, and then like in 7th, 8th grade you started playing select?
So I started in league ball, and I would say probably, I'm trying to think, 6th, 7th grade I probably started playing select ball.
Okay. And did you at that point have aspirations of playing college? Was that even in your mind at that point?
Probably not until I met y'all. About
Really?
7th, 8th, probably more like 8th I think that's when I came into y'all, right?
Yeah,
You were going into your
8th grade?
You're going into your freshman year, or
no,
going
into 8th grade.
You're. That's when we met you.
Because remember D and them were on varsity, and he was in middle school still. I remember him specifically being in middle school, coming to the high school game.
Okay. So, and then I remember you had the spray painted helmet with your name on the back.
Lord.
And I was like, we got to get rid of that, dude. Like, what are we doing with that? No, but like, it worked out in your favor, man. And like, I'm so happy that like we were able to get a hold of you at that young of an age, because had we worked with you maybe a year or two later, who knows? Like, you might not be playing college ball right now.
Exactly.
But dude, like, so walk us through, what was it like playing at Tarkenton? Like, what was your high school career like?
Tarkenton, at the time I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay. I mean, coaches were never really great. Mm-hmm. We had this one guy there. He'd been there for 30 years. He was there for 2 years, my freshman and sophomore year. Then we had some rando guy that came in my junior year.
Yeah.
And that was bad.
That was bad.
Year was bad.
Yeah.
And then my senior year was probably my best year. That's when I really knew, like, I want to go play at a higher level. And I was really performing, doing the best then. And we had a good coach, a young coach. It was
Right.
fun, laid back. Just got to play the game that I love.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. And what kind of work were you putting in, like, on the field and off the field at that time? Like, whenever we ran into you?
All day, every day.
All day, every
Trying
day.
to get as good as I could, because I knew that I was always underdeveloped, not as good, not as big, not as strong. So I was always hitting, trying to get my form up, always lifting weights. I was lifting weights like crazy.
Yeah.
Eating like crazy. I've been
Yeah.
eating 6 meals a day for as long as I can remember.
100%, dude. You were working harder than anybody, because, like, you had to catch up a
Yeah.
little bit, right? Because, hey, you didn't start playing select ball until your middle school years, didn't really have aspirations of playing collegiately until maybe 8th, 9th grade.
Yes,
And but you caught up and then some. So, like, Jordan and I, we're so proud of you, man. And, like, we just see the trajectory that you're on and, like, the work that you're putting in. And it's cool to see, dude.
Yeah.
And really cool to be a part of that journey. But so you going to Tarkenton High School, you guys were 3A?
Yes, sir.
3A. So you weren't playing against the best competition?
No, not at all.
Needless to say, yeah. Where were you playing select baseball during your high school years?
Well, I jumped around a bunch. I was at the Dynasty at first.
Yeah.
And then I went to Wildcatters. Mm-hmm. And then I was at Banditos. Banditos was by far my best one yet. That's where I got to scrimmage the actual Ranger Junior College. That's where I got my offer from.
So that gave you the most exposure?
Yes, for sure.
To college coaches?
Playing with the Banditos.
And where were you guys practicing out of?
We were practicing at Premier at
At
Tomball.
Premier. And that was like 2 days a week where you guys would practice?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
About Tuesday, Thursdays, kind of mixed up sometimes.
So do you feel like, playing for the Banditos, that was where you got seen? It's not
100.
high school ball, it's select ball.
For sure. I mean, at a 3A, no one was there to see us.
Nobody was there.
Terrible baseball.
Unless you're throwing 100 miles an hour out of one of those farm towns,
Yes.
like you're not having any
No,
scouts.
there was no scouts at these games.
That's awesome, man. So what were some of the schools that reached out to you, like initially?
I had DCC, D2 out of is Dallas Christian College.
Yes.
And then I talked to, what was it? Islanders? I
Corpus
kind of had
Christi.
I had some talks and then nothing really happened out of that.
Yeah.
But my only 2 offers was from Ranger and DCC.
And at what do you remember the tournament that they specifically saw you play in, that you got those offers afterwards?
I went to a camp, a DCC.
Really?
Well, it wasn't a DCC camp. It was at a different camp. I don't remember which one it was, but DCC was there and they saw me there.
Yeah.
So they offered me right after that camp. And then at Ranger, it was when I scrimmaged them.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
dude. It was at their place?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I know Coach D-Rod over there at Ranger JUCO. I played with him in college. Good dude. He's got a good program going on over there. So really excited to see you guys play this season. Really turning that program around. Yeah. So it's cool to see. So walk us through, man. Like, what was it like? The JUCO process, the JUCO journey. Like, did you go visit their college before you committed, or were you just like on board with it?
I went and did a tour actually with Coach Rod.
Good.
He showed me around the whole campus, kind of showed me everything, and then we had another one. They call it the Ranger Roundup. All the freshmen come in and they do a whole nother tour.
Yeah.
Introduce all the staff and stuff. So I was really familiar with the college, and I played there as well.
That's awesome.
Before, so I was really familiar with everything.
Dude, that's awesome. And then upon like committing, what was it like your first semester at a junior college? Like what was the difference in the school? What was the difference on the field? Like,
it was
walk us
definitely a
through some of
culture
it.
shock. Going
Yeah.
from a 3A to this, playing with 20-year-olds that actually like loved the game. Because a 3A, barely anybody actually has any drive.
Everyone in Tarkenton seemed like they just wanted to fish and hunt the whole season. They didn't care about baseball.
So it's definitely,
Some of them care.
Yeah.
but it's definitely different.
Yeah.
But I loved it because I actually had people to like train with. At Tarkenton, nobody was training. That was a hunting, fishing. That's all they were doing.
100%, dude. So you're surrounded by guys who are wanting to go play at a 4-year school,
Yeah.
specifically like a D1 level, obviously.
Yes.
So what was it like being in that competitive environment, and like what did you have to change with yourself? Because you were already a hard worker. Was it hard, like organizing your life, like in college initially, like those first few weeks, like school, practice, weights, sleep, like all that stuff?
I would say yes. I definitely just gave myself way more time. Like I woke up like an hour before weights. Like I was up at like 4:30, just making sure I was up and ready to go. I was definitely over-prepared.
Yeah.
Over-preparing, I mean.
For sure.
I had to back down on a little bit because I was like way over-prepared.
So walk us through a day of junior college life, like from right when you wake up in the morning till you go to bed. Like, what does that look like?
So a normal day, I would wake up at 5. I would go to the gym immediately. So I'd get to the gym around 5:30ish, work out, be home at 7:15.
Right.
Go to CAF, eat some CAF, and then classes start right at 8. Some days it's like 9. And then I have class all the way until 12, go to CAF again,
Yep.
do some homework, and then practice starts at 3. Practice for a couple hours.
How long was practice typically in junior college?
When we first, like during the fall, it was like 4 to 5 hours, but during like the spring, about 3 hours.
Yeah, just get in, get out, get what you need to work on. Now in the fall season, you're practicing for 4 or 5 hours. When does the inter-squatting start? Like, do you guys do inter-squad games in that,
Yes.
in that fall season as well?
So we started doing inter-squads real fast. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. So we probably practiced for, because the very first week they call it Hell Week. It's it's like really no baseball. They're just kind of showing us who wants to really be there.
Yeah.
Tons of running
Trying
and
to
stuff.
run you out the program.
Running, push-ups, yeah. All the fat kids leave.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
And then probably I would say that second week we do all baseball stuff when school starts. And then that third week, they just get right to it. Immediately inter-squad.
There's no wasting time.
Yeah, no wasting time there.
And then in junior college, correct me if I'm wrong, you have a fall season. So you're playing against other schools as well during that time
We play
frame.
about 25 games.
That's incredible.
And then we also do this thing called the Fall World Series. They split everybody up into they Ranger up into 4 teams.
Yeah.
And they like have a whole like bracket. It's pretty fun.
Did your team win?
Yes, we did.
Let's go.
Team Raw.
Dude, you were hitting some home runs this fall
Yeah.
too. Let's go. Well, and dude, like I always preach to the younger generation, like middle schoolers, high schoolers, don't overlook junior college. Junior college baseball right now, especially in Texas, is like the way to go.
Oh, it's a grind.
Unless you're going to a major D1 out of high school, go JUCO.
Yeah.
That's my advice to any kid with aspirations of playing at the Division I level and then also professional level. Dude, all you can do is develop. You're in like some small, like little crappy Texas town, right? And like you don't really have as many distractions.
Exactly.
You're focused. So you're just getting better. And you spent that whole entire year developing.
Yes.
Yeah. And where do you think you rank now versus to where you started? Like how much better do you think you've gotten?
Oh, leaps and bounds. Being around those older dudes has really pushed me.
Yeah.
Just the competition level is different. The
100%.
grind is different. It's all just crazy. Just locked in 24/7, just trying to find any way that I can to get better.
And just so our viewers know out there, I mean, when you go to junior college, it seems like everybody gets an opportunity to play,
Yes.
right? Because like you're inter-squatting so much, you're playing so much, you're not going to get overlooked.
No.
Right? Like, so there's never going to be that guy who has an excuse like, oh, like, you know, I wish I got
Everybody
more.
gets a fair shot out
Everyone
there.
gets a fair shot. That's okay. And so how many guys do they carry? How many guys go into the fall season versus how many guys make the roster in the spring?
Honestly, it was a ton of dudes. I want to say like 85. There was a ton of dudes in
Really?
the fall. Tons.
Enough to make
Like-
up 4 teams.
Oh, it was ridiculous. And I'd say they cut down to a 40-man, and then I'm trying to think. I can't remember if it was a 30 or 40.
Yeah.
I don't really know what JUCO is. Mm-hmm. And then I can't believe it, but they cut it all the way down to 40 dudes. But a ton of people just quit, flake out.
Yeah. Now walk us through this. Like I know that you faced some adversity this fall, right? You had your first like injury, so to speak.
Yeah.
Walk us through when that happened and I guess like how it happened.
Happened during the the Fall World Series that we do.
Yeah.
I got a single, I remember, into right field. I was on first, and I do like my little double, my take. What do
Yeah.
you want to call it? Jeez, I can't even think of what it's called right now.
Secondary.
Secondary.
You're secondary.
Jeez, I can't even think. Just took a blank. And I was coming back in, and he tries to quick throw it over to me, and I
Yeah.
dive in, and the fat first baseman falls on my pinky and
His knee.
breaks it.
His knee, like
Yeah, he like comes down to a knee, breaks my finger. I had no clue. I played 3 or 4 more games, and
Yeah.
I was like, I can't even grip the bat. I don't know what's going on.
right.
And I
you-
finally went and got it checked out, and it was split right down the middle.
did you go to the trainer right away? Like what did they say
Yeah, I
about
went to the trainer, and she like tugged on it a couple, moved it around. I was like, it's fine. I was like, oh, okay.
it? Okay, so you kept playing.
Yeah, so I played 3, 4 more games, something like that.
And then who did you see to figure out like it was
I called
injured?
Kiki.
okay?
I actually called Kiki, and I was like, you think you can work on my finger? I just don't know. It won't move at all. And he was like, well, first, before I work on it, I want you to go get an x-ray. And I was like, oh, it's not broken, but okay. So I went and got an x-ray, and when I remember when she walked in, I was like, it's broken. I was like, what?
That's
I would have never
wild.
guessed.
That's wild. And
Yeah.
side note, guys, not a sponsored post, but if you are in the Houston area, go to Koala Health and Wellness because they're the best in the business with sports rehab, therapy, chiropractic care. That's who Ethan and I see. So he kind of like saw your finger and he's like, dude, go see this guy.
Yeah.
Go see the specialist. And then he set you up for the surgery.
Speaking of how great Kiki is, it was Thanksgiving. Of course, everybody's out on holidays and everything. He called a guy for a favor, and the guy came in just for me to do a surgery for me.
That's
like, Thank
awesome.
God for Kiki, because
And
I would have been maybe like 2 more weeks without getting the surgery, putting me back even further.
Well, and all that scar tissue build up and then like it can
Yeah.
worsen, right? So you got the surgery over Thanksgiving break.
Yes.
Correct? Okay, that's right. And then, so did you meet with your coach and then did he like basically recommend a medical red shirt? Is that what happened? Like when you came back to school after Thanksgiving break?
When I came back, they just really didn't say much to me
Yeah.
to start out with. And they were like, just heal and it's going to be fine. And then when I came back after December, they kind of talked about it. But since I was back up in about 2 weeks, they really didn't want to do a medical red.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they didn't use your medical red shirt, but then what was that winter meeting like with your coaches before you left for Christmas break? Like, was there any indication that you like had made the team? And if so, where did you stand?
They said a lot of great things about me.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't think they knew that my finger was like this big of a deal, but they were like, you're going to be in the dugout with us and all this stuff. They were like, we want to save you this year, because they were going to just have me run because they love how fast I am.
Right.
They're like, you're not going to be in the outfield this year. Just not. We need you to get bigger, stronger, and faster, first of all.
Yeah.
But they're like, we want to save you and not waste your first freshman year of just doing base running
Just pinch
for
running.
us. Yeah.
No
And I was
doubt.
like, well, thank you for that.
But they wanted you to dress out and practice with the team.
Exactly.
And to all those viewers out there, you should have been a senior in high school because you
Yes.
have such a late birthday. Your birthday's in August.
Yeah.
So you're not even 19 yet.
No.
Yeah. So in a way, that red shirt was perfect for
Yeah.
you. Like, it could not have been better, man. Like, and I'm so happy that you got to utilize that time practicing with the team, developing your skills, getting bigger, getting stronger, getting faster.
Exactly.
All those things. And so coming back into the springtime, like, were you just on a mission, man? Like, were you just like, hey, I'm going to soak this all in. I'm going to get as good as I can, develop as much as I can?
There was this guy, his name was Tom. I just
Yeah.
hung around him. He was 22 years old. He had been playing for like 4 years. I don't know how. He's
4 years
still
at
in
JUCO.
I don't know how, but I just hung around him. He taught me so much
That's awesome.
about swinging and stuff. Just trained with him.
That's awesome. Just had a passion for the game.
Yeah.
What position did he play?
He was left field.
Okay. So you're working out with him. I know that you got with the pitching coach to strengthen
Yes.
your arm as well. Can you dive into that about how important it is to get with guys who specialize in something at the next level and utilize all the resources around you? Sounds like you kind of made the most out of that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So to start off with, I was just kind of throwing on my own, doing my own throwing program. I was like, man, this is just not getting any better.
Right.
So then I decided, I was like, well, I'm really good friends with the coach, the pitching coach. So I was like, I'll go to him and ask him. And he was all for it. He loved that someone actually like wanted to learn and do something on the side with him. So he was working on me one-on-one,
Yes.
doing long toss. He put me through the exact same thing all the pitchers were doing. I learned so much from all that. How to properly take care of your arm, how to properly throw. He kind of changed my throwing mechanics.
Every position player needs to do that.
Yeah.
Not just pitchers. And it's like, it made a night and day difference for your arm strength,
yeah.
dude. Because when we played catch last week, that ball was zipping out of your hand much more than it was last year.
Yeah.
Well, play catch with me already.
Dude, and I'd say that, like, and we can agree, like, that was probably one of the weaker tools that you had in
For
your
sure.
arsenal, right? And then you made it a strength. And now I feel like, you add that little bit of power this spring, this summer, you're going to be a 5-tool player in the fall. You know what I mean? Like, so that's exciting to see. You got the speed, you hit for contact, you hit for average. Now it's like adding that little bit of power, but that comes with time. You know what I mean? So it's like, stay on the path that you're on because it's cool to see. And so were you working like with the track coach too, or like how were you doing your sprint work like during practice and stuff like that? Were you having to do that on your own?
I mainly was just doing what Jordan has sent me over the years and stuff.
Yeah.
I was doing his kind of stuff and then stuff I just was learning, watching tons of videos. I was watching whoever won the last 100 meter. I don't even remember his name. Noah Lyles.
Yeah.
I was watching tons of his running form stuff, trying to find
Really?
any way as I can to get better.
Constantly learn, dude.
Yeah.
You got to be humble, right? You got to like ask for people for help. Like
Yeah.
if they know more than you at that, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Especially if like, YouTube University is free, dude. Go to YouTube University, get with the pitching coach, get with Jordan and myself.
Yeah.
Like, there's all these resources around you that I think like guys don't utilize when they're at the college level, like they should. It's like, hey, practicing with the team is cool, but you got to put in extra work outside of that.
It's all about who puts in that extra swing, that extra run, the extra lift. That makes the difference.
What kind of extra work were you doing outside of practice, like hitting wise? Like, were you coming into practice early and getting extra hitting in, or were you staying late?
I was doing both. I was coming in early, hitting, and then hitting during practice, and then also hitting after practice.
Wow.
Just hitting as much as I possibly could.
And were you doing like machine work, tee work, all the above, batting
All of the
practice,
above.
all the above?
All of the above.
What do you feel like is most beneficial to you to get game ready? Like, do you do tee, front toss, live batting practice and machine? Do you utilize all 4 of those?
I got away from front toss just because, I don't know, something about front toss that just always kind of messed me up. So what I loved to do was I did my whole tee routine.
Yeah.
Really just nice and easy, just getting my hands to the ball, working everything perfectly, and then I would just switch right over to machine. That's
Yeah.
how I like to do it. That's what made me feel the most ready.
And would you ever see a live arm too? Like, would you ever see like live batting
Before,
practice?
yes.
Okay, good. So you do see. I mean, front toss, I feel like is probably the least beneficial out of all those.
Yeah.
Right. Like, if we're being real, it's just like whenever coaches are lazy and they just want to like underhand flip
just a
it,
little flip.
whatever. But what does your tee routine look like for those out there who like kind of need some guidance on like what they should be doing off the tee and how important is a tee, batting tee?
Oh, super important.
Yeah.
There's no way you can slow the game down more than a tee. It's just sitting there. I mean, you can't miss it.
Right.
Some people do, but
Some people do.
but I always start out with top hand, bottom hand drills. Always just getting my hand, my trajectory, my bat path, always feeling right.
With the one-hand trainer bat?
Yeah, the
Okay.
one-hand trainer bat.
Okay.
And then I bump it all the way I can and just do some high tee drills, outside, middle, inside. And then I like to spread my legs a little bit, get a good even base,
Yeah.
put it down middle, and just work on my bat path to the ball.
Just
making
upper
it's-
body.
Yeah, upper body. Just
Hands.
isolating that upper body.
And then whenever you set up the tee, do you work low and in, high and in, low and away, high and away, kind of everywhere?
Whenever I get to where I'm doing my full swing, yeah, I'll start outside and I'll go outside, middle, inside, and then I'll go high, outside, high, middle, high, inside, low, and then etc.
And you do about a full bucket worth?
Yes, full bucket.
And dude, like I just feel like a lot of the younger guys, I see them skipping batting tee. They like, think that they're above it, or they think it's too basic. And I'm like, dude, there's big leaguers who hit off the tee.
Oh man, if you watch big leaguers, everybody hits
Dude.
off the tee.
Yes. And you need to be perfect off the tee.
Yes,
Because if you're not perfect off the tee, how are you going to be perfect off somebody throwing 90-mile-an-hour sliders
exactly.
to you?
I mean, it's just sitting there.
It's just sitting there, dude. And so from there, you go straight to machine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what do you have in the machine throw to you? Is it sequences? Is it just fastballs initially, and then you work some off speed in? Or how
What
does
my
it-
golden was, I would do 3 rounds of about 10 fastballs, and then 2 rounds at the end of curveballs.
Okay,
That's
just
what I like to do.
curveball only.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
Okay, and then do you guys like what kind of machine do you guys have at Ranger? Is
A
it
big hack is what it's called.
big hack?
Yeah.
Does it spit out every pitch?
Yes, sir.
Do you work change-ups, sliders? Do you work other stuff like that?
I work everything.
Yeah.
It's mainly, I would call it off speed those last 2 months because every day I'll switch it. I'll do changeups this day, curveballs this day, sliders this day. And then I'll also do left-handed ones too.
Good. And that's awesome. And then you'll have like a guy throwing regular batting practice to you
Yeah.
after that?
Sometimes.
Okay. And most of this is on your own, correct?
Yeah.
See, I mean, if you really want it, you got to put in the extra work on your own. Would there ever be a guy that you'd pull off after practice and be like, hey, man, like, you mind working in with me? And like, hey, you want to stay extra and hit?
Yeah.
Or was it kind of like most of the time?
My sweet mate, the person that lived like right next to me, me and
Yeah.
him were always hitting together. I always was dragging him to the cages.
Dude.
Come feed the machine to me.
And how important is that, finding that person to
Oh,
kind of hold you
very
accountable
important.
and like, hey, both get your work in at the same time?
Very important. You need to find people that are like-minded because while they're off partying and doing your own thing, you're hitting, just getting better.
Yeah. And I think it boils down to like your purpose as to why you're there. Like, you're not at Ranger JUCO to party.
Yeah, exactly.
You're there. It's a checkpoint. It's a stepping stone for you to then go to a Division I school
Yeah.
for your school, right? Like that's the goal for you. And I feel like if you're going JUCO, if you're going through all that trouble, it should be the goal for everyone there, right?
To get out. Like,
Yeah, like get out of the small town and like let's go into bigger and better things,
Yeah.
right? But dude, that's awesome to see. And so, how was the practice structured at JUCO? Like, was it fielding first half of practice and then like hitting and then like how was that?
So how we would start is we would all do our whole dynamic warm-up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'd come back, we'd do our static stretches, do some hip opening drills.
Yeah.
Then we would go right into dailies is what we called them. Infielders had their own dailies. Outfielders, it would be just kind of, you get in front of somebody, he would toss a ball right behind you, then you go left, you go right, you do flipping your hips, flipping your head, and then you'd grab a glove, do it with the glove as well, and then everybody would get into center,
Yeah.
and coach would just hit some fly balls, then you would split up, and we would do fly ball comms, and then practice would start. So
Wow.
that's all like just getting ready for practice,
Basically a warm up.
basically.
Okay.
And then we would go right into, they would have people shagging. We'd have the big hack or someone throwing BP. And then we'd have drills and stations in the cages, a bunting station, a T station, and a front toss station. And then
Yeah.
people would be hitting on the field. And the last group would be shagging.
Right.
Yeah.
And that lasted about 4 hours for all that.
We do it for forever. Especially when there's 85 dudes out there. It takes forever.
So about 2 hours defense, 2 hours offense type of thing.
Stuff like that.
Mix in base running in the
Yeah.
mix and signs and stuff.
Some PFP and just random stuff.
21 ounce. Did you guys ever do that?
Oh my God. Oh God.
Yeah. Those are always fun.
No, not at all.
Those are never fun.
Not at all.
And I mean, what was your biggest takeaway from this past season? I know you're just practicing. You haven't officially played, with the team yet. But like going into this summer, what were the things that you made like a checklist about that you wanted to get better at and focus on for the summer?
Definitely, I need to get better at just like hitting, be more consistent. Because
Yeah.
I'm a very good hitter, but it's just kind of some days it's better than not. I just need to be more consistent overall.
Yeah.
My fielding is great, running is great. Mainly just being more consistent and just getting as big, like getting stronger and bigger.
For sure. And getting bigger the right way.
Yes.
And I mean, what is your nutrition? I mean, I personally know what you're eating and what you're putting in your body, but for those who don't, what does a day in the life of Ethan Allen look like from a nutrition standpoint? Okay. And what should it be looking like as a college athlete?
So every morning I wake up before the gym, I will cook about 6 eggs, some bacon or whatever meat I want to eat that day, some sausage sometimes, and then I'll have some oats as well. That'll normally be my breakfast. And then I'll go to the gym, and after the gym, I'll immediately have a protein shake.
Yep.
I'll have a protein shake with some banana, peanut butter. Sometimes I'll add oats, just depending on how I'm feeling. And then for lunch, when I was at JUCO, it was whatever CAF was serving.
Right.
So it varies.
That was
They'd
the
have
best,
pork
like-
chops and rice, and then some days if it's bad, I'll just go cook chicken and rice if it was like not healthy at all.
Okay.
And then for dinners, I would normally eat what CAF had, or I would just cook a steak and some mashed potatoes and rice, stuff like that. Cooking my own stuff. And then in between, like right before practice, I would eat like a snack. So like
sandwich, PB&J, fruit.
like 2 sandwiches and a little, what's it called? One of those Boost protein things. So really
Okay.
not a snack. It's kind of like a meal, but
So the importance of cooking for yourself. Let's
Very.
cover that for a minute. So you said that you put in the extra effort and you just woke it. All it comes down to is discipline at the end of the day. You just woke up a little bit earlier. You put in that extra time prepping food for yourself instead of wasting time on TikTok, instead of wasting time elsewhere, right? Like
Yeah.
you're putting in those extra hours getting your body right.
Yes.
Do you feel like that gave you a competitive edge?
oh, it's so important because CAF, I don't want to knock on CAF, but CAF was never really that great. Some days it was hit or miss.
Sure.
But then other days, you just got to cook. You
Yeah.
just don't want to be eating crap.
You need to know what you're putting in your body.
Exactly. And I'd rather just go cook a chicken breast, 2 chicken breasts, and then some rice. It's not hard. It just takes a little bit of effort.
Absolutely. And you're eating 4 to 5 meals a day.
For sure. For sure.
And now you're at a strict 5 meals a day in the off season?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then what does your training regimen look like in the fall, and what did it look like in the spring?
In the fall, I was doing all strength stuff.
Okay.
Strength, and then we would have like 2 days out of the week where we did explosive stuff. This is what Ranger was having us do.
Got you.
And then in the spring, I was kind of doing some more of my own stuff because they were doing all like lightweight stuff, just keeping people in shape for the season. But I was kind of doing my own stuff as well
100%.
after their stuff, just trying to get stronger since I wasn't playing.
Yeah, because sometimes baseball weightlifting is kind of like a joke. Like at some colleges, right? It's just like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you're like, hey, I got to get in an actual workout.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's definitely how it was in the spring. In the spring, they definitely were way more lackadaisical.
So in the fall, you said 2 explosive days, and then were the other days like higher reps? Or how did that work?
Well, the other days would be more of like a strength day. And then
Okay.
the 2 explosive days, you would just be working all explosive stuff.
Like landmine presses,
Exactly,
like single arm
yes.
stuff. Okay. And then what kind of rep ranges were you guys going for in the
So
fall?
on the heavier days, I would say it's more like a 4 to 6.
Okay.
And then the explosive, it was like 10 to 12,
Got you.
stuff like that.
And then how did it change in the spring? Like I know you said that like the weightlifting sessions weren't as long.
Yeah. One is long, and it basically was more like 10 to 12, 12 to 15, something like that. Just basically just high reps, just keeping, like not putting.
Maintain.
Yeah, maintaining. That's a
Maintain.
good word for it.
And so in the spring, it was like 3 days a week where you guys were
Yes,
doing that? And
yeah.
then off season is 4 to 5?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what is your current like off season regimen look like this summer?
This summer I'm doing a lot of strength stuff, just trying to get stronger. So I want to be strong as when I go into fall.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of running stuff, a lot of stuff for my legs, trying to be more explosive, getting that 60 time down so I can steal more bags and stuff.
Absolutely.
And of course, I'm not just only doing strength stuff. I'm still doing baseball, some stuff like that, plyos.
Yeah. So I guess like kind of like walk the younger guys through like what they should be doing on an everyday basis, like as far as strength goes, mobility goes, and arm care and stuff like that.
Mobility and stretching is like a pinnacle. That is like, I feel like that has changed my game. I've learned because I pulled my hamstring as well.
Yeah.
And I learned like since then, stretching twice a day, no matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what. And then mobility, learning a mobility routine for your hips and stuff, very, very good.
100%.
Very
dude.
good.
100%. Prevents injuries, allows longevity. Athletes need to be flexible.
Yes.
Easy. I mean, and it doesn't take much effort. Like, you're talking 20 minutes a day.
Yeah. It's
Right.
really not. It's
Yeah.
really not hard. And then, of course, lifting every day. I like to rest on Saturdays and Sundays. Lifting every day. I hit every day. I have to hit every day.
Okay.
I try to throw every day that I can, especially when I'm at Ranger. I throw every day, but since I've been home, I'm trying to throw every day that I can.
Good. And then are you still utilizing the same arm care program that you learned in the
Yes.
spring?
Yes, I am.
Do you do that every day in the off season?
Yes. Like
Okay.
even if I don't get to throw, I'll still do like the warm up stuff and like the cool down stuff.
So with all that in a day, like this is, I mean, because as a college athlete, it's a job. You know what I mean? Like, so you have to treat it like such, right? How many hours do you think you dedicate towards baseball, training, stretching, everything per day right now?
Man, easily 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours.
4 to 5 hours.
Especially with commuting everywhere I go.
That's it. And I mean, that should be, yeah, that's a non-negotiable,
Yeah.
right? And that's how you treat it, I feel like, you know? And I think a lot of guys out there, it's like, what are you willing to sacrifice? And it's
Yeah.
like, for you, it's like, hey, you're not out partying. You're not out wasting time. You're not like losing sleep.
Yeah.
Your recovery is everything too,
Oh, yeah.
right? So like, how many hours of sleep are you getting a night too?
I've been really good about getting 7 to 8.
Good.
Because that's one thing I kind of struggled with in college was just not getting. I mean, in the fall, I was really good about 8 hours of sleep. In the
Right.
spring, I kind of got back on that, and I haven't really getting back to 8 hours. Getting really
Sure.
good at that. 8 hours.
And like, do you do coffee or anything or any kind of pre-workouts throughout the day or no?
I got away from energy drinks. I just feel like I don't know, wasn't
Good.
too healthy for me. So I started drinking coffee. I really fell in love with coffee. So like that was really, I really liked coffee.
Yeah.
And then, of course, electrolytes and then water all day.
Yeah. And you
Drinking as much water as I possibly
And
can.
you stay away from sodas, you stay away
Yeah.
from
I
alcohol.
don't- yeah.
All that.
Definitely.
Dude. And these are the little things that like help you gain an edge, right? Because like in this day and age, like the talent's so good.
Yeah.
What can you do off the field that like separates yourself and dude, you're doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's 7, 8, it's just the discipline at the end of the day. That's what it takes.
Yeah.
And we know your parents were strict disciplinarians on you as a kid. They raised you right, man. So and we can see that. Now, so looking forward to this fall, what are your expectations of yourself and like where do you want to be in the spring?
In the fall, mainly, I just want to go there and dominate. I want
Yeah.
to be the best player I can be every single day. Show up and be the most consistent guy out there, giving the most. And then in the spring, I want it to be a no doubter. Like, well, this guy's on the team for sure.
Starting.
We need him.
He's a starter.
Yeah, we need him in the outfield.
Yep.
His
Yep.
bat's too good to not have him out there. So that's where I want to be. I want to be one of those guys.
Which is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's like this is our starting center fielder.
This guy, he needs to be out there.
Yep. That's the way it should be. And I mean, where do they have you in the lineup in the fall? Like,
In the fall, I was a 2 or 6 guy.
okay. So top of the lineup.
Yeah.
You want to be top of the lineup starting outfielder. That's it. Dude, that's awesome. And do you know if you're returning all the coaches? Like, is the same coaching staff going to be there?
The same coaching staff is returning.
Okay. I think the team might look a little bit different, huh?
Definitely. We had a lot of dudes leave.
Because you guys had an older, like a very, very older heavy team, right?
Yes.
A lot of 20-year-olds, a lot of 21-year-olds,
Yes.
some 22.
So we had a bunch of dudes leave.
Yeah. Okay, so you got the new young wave coming through Ranger JUCO in the black and perp, which we still need our hoodies.
I'll get you all those hoodies.
I think Jordan wanted a purple one. I want a black one.
Exactly right.
Dude, well, Ethan, man, it's been an honor to have you on our podcast. We really appreciate your time and keep doing what you're doing, man, because it's inspiring to us. It's inspiring to the people listening to this, and it's going to pay off. So, dude, we're excited to see where you go, and we really appreciate it. Let's go grab some food, man.
Let's do it.
5, 4, 3,